Stop living off mom and dad forever. Get lost, you parasite, you money leech. The person hurling these insults at me is none other than my older sister. She has always been arrogant and has mocked me, her younger sister, endlessly. I can't stand it anymore. She's spouting off without knowing anything. I won't show any mercy just because we're family. I'll definitely show her. My name is Lisa. I'm 28 years old. I live in a high-rise condo with my parents. This all started about 6 months ago. The reason was that my father wasn't dead. My dad, a company worker, got hooked on gambling after a colleague introduced him to it. He quickly fell into a pit of debt. He must have borrowed from a shady lender because his monthly payments started swelling fast. Even with my mom taking on a part-time job, our living expenses became more and more strained. That's when it happened. I received a call from my mom, who was at her wit's end. "Lisa, life's really tough right now. Could you help us out with some money?" "What? Dad's debt was that big?" I didn't know either, but it looks like it's much bigger than we thought. My part-time job isn't nearly enough to cover it. I'm stunned. How could Dad do this to you, Mom? And isn't the house we lived in leaking? Is everyday life even manageable? Our home is just rented, so we can't even remodel it. We have no choice but to endure. "Oh, okay. Why don't you guys move in with me?" And that's how I ended up inviting my parents to live in my condo. We've been living as a family of 3 while also helping with Dad's debt repayments. 2 months passed since my parents moved in. While having lunch with my mom, she received a phone call. "Oh, Mom, long time no see." "Hello, is this Carrie?" The person on the phone was my sister, Carrie. What she said next was utterly unbelievable. "Could you lend me some money? I went to the house and no one was there." "Are you guys out?" "Money? I lent you $300 just the other day. Can't help it, I blew it all on slots again." "Carrie, you're..." As you might have guessed, my sister was also a gambler. True to the saying, like father, like daughter, Carrie also had a fondness for gambling. She's a housewife who frequents slot parlors while her husband works. Despite our mother's financial struggles, Carrie continued. "Hey, where are you? Did you move?" "Yes, we moved. That's why nobody was at the old house." "What? You really moved? I didn't hear about this. Give me the address." About that." Knowing my mom's gentle nature, I took the phone from her. "Hey, Carrie, enough is enough. How long will you keep bothering Mom like this?" "Huh? Lisa, why are you there?" "Mom's living with me now. The old house is rented and comes with its own expenses. You're old enough. Stop asking our parents for money. It's embarrassing." "What's itchy? Then you lend me some money." "Why should I?" "Absolutely not. Just stop bothering Mom about this anymore." I ended the call abruptly. My mom looked apologetic, her shoulders slumping. I've never really seen eye to eye with my 2-year older sister, Carrie. She's always in debt and constantly pestering Mom without a hint of gratitude. I've always resented her. After she got married, she rarely visited our family home, and I thought it was a relief that our interactions had dwindled. But recently, it seemed she was starting to come around again, asking for money, especially from Dad. He's been too lenient with her, secretly lending her money despite his own debts and Mom's struggles. If Carrie finds out where I live, it could spell trouble. She's asked for my address a few times already, but I've ignored every request. Then, a few days later, as the 3 of us relax at home, the intercom rang. "I'll get it," my dad said, unusually taking the lead. A few minutes later, the door swung open with a clatter, and a shrill voice filled the room. "Wow, how many stories is this place?" I hurried over in surprise, finding my sister standing there. "What, Carrie? Why are you?" "Oh, don't mind me. You should have told me sooner if you bought a penthouse. Mom and Dad still have money, right?" "But this place is..." my mom started, but my sister seemed oblivious. "Dad, you've always been into slots too, right? Maybe you hit the jackpot." "That's not it, Carrie. This house..." As expected of my dad, "I always knew you were something special, but you're truly amazing." My father blushed, a proud smile spreading across his face. "Oh, stop. What do you mean? This isn't your house, is it? Why are you acting like you own the place?" It appeared my dad had given Carrie the address of our home. Judging by his reaction, she seemed to think he owned the whole place and started making sarcastic remarks at my expense. "Hey, Lisa, how long do you plan on mooching off our parents?" "What? I'm working. I'm not relying on Dad's house like this." "But isn't this house meant for you? You don't even have a husband to support you." My husband, on the other hand, works at a top-tier company after graduating from grad school. Isn't it funny how different we turned out as sisters? And you're at some no-name company with a low salary. Haha. I'm not at a company because... My sister paused, processing my words. Wait, are you seriously unemployed? Why would you think that? I'm not attached to a specific company, but I do work. Unemployed at your age? That's just not acceptable. I don't want to be involved in that. What's your issue? Can't you just listen? Wow, they weren't kidding when they said hitting the nail on the head makes people angry. My sister kept on criticizing me and eventually received a $200 allowance from our father before leaving. That night, I confronted my father. Dad, you know you're in debt, right? Even knowing that, why are you giving Carrie money? I can't help it, can I? Carrie is a full-time housewife with no income. She's in a tough spot. She's wasting it all on gambling. If you can afford to pamper Carrie, why not use it to pay off your debts sooner? Mom and I are both suffering because of this. Okay, I understand. Please don't get so upset. It's frustrating how irresponsible my father can be. But they're still family. I can't just abandon them. Then 2 weeks later, another bombshell dropped unexpectedly. I'm pregnant, so we'll be moving in here with my husband. My sister, who had visited again, had brought her husband this time, announcing they intended to move into our house. Wait a minute. Don't make decisions on your own. This house belongs to me. Huh. This house belongs to Dad. Besides, having you as a freeloader is a burden on our parents. Why do you think you can move in here just because you're pregnant and bring your husband along? Well, I've already canceled my condo lease, so you, the unemployed one, can just stay quiet. I've told you, I'm not a freeloader. How much longer will you get your way until you're satisfied? Our argument was interrupted by Dad, who stepped in, saying, Come on now, calm down, Lisa. Carrie is pregnant, so we can't just kick her out, right? Even you, Dad. Enough is enough. Then my sister bursts out laughing, observing me struggling to maintain my composure. And money? You don't even have an income. Poor Dad, a parasite. Leave, you leech. At that moment, my emotions boiled over with anger. That's enough. She's not family to me anymore. If that's how she wants it, then so be it. With a smirk, my sister watched me. Fine, you want me to leave? Fine, I'll go. It seems you finally understand your own worthlessness. I'll leave as you wish, but whatever happens, it's not my problem. Ha! What's that supposed to mean? You'll be the one in trouble, not me. Upon hearing that, Mom stepped in. Lisa, hold on. I stopped Mom from interfering. Mom, I'm okay. Please don't say anything. But, I'm serious, Mom. I'll be fine. Lisa. Apparently displeased with our conversation, my sister grabbed my arm. Just leave already, you freeloader. The next day, I swiftly packed my belongings and left the house. A few days later, savoring some rare solitude, I got a call from my sister. So, how's life in your new place? Enjoying that dinky apartment? Is that why you called? You've got plenty of free time, I see. Humph. Annoying? I called to check on you, but instead, are you helping Mom? Doing some housework, I assume. My sister chuckled dismissively. Why should I? Housework is Mom's job, isn't it? I'm pregnant, after all. I don't need to bother with that. Really? You're living together. You should be more supportive. How self-centered can you get? Shut up. Unlike you, jobless and worthless, I'm noble just by being pregnant. Understand? I'm valuable. Unlike you, you're irritating. I'm hanging up. And with that, she abruptly ended the call. Concerned, I immediately dialed Mom's number. Mom, it's Lisa. Ah, Lisa. Mom's voice, though just a few days had passed, sounded weary. Mom, Carrie called me. She's leaving all the housework to you. Yes, it was manageable when you were helping Lisa, but Carrie isn't doing anything. I can't believe this. Enough is enough. I'll talk to her tomorrow. Just hang in there, Mom. Thank you, Lisa. I'm really sorry for all of this. Feeling guilty for leaving my timid mom in that situation, I hurried to finish my work. The next day, when I arrived at the condo, an unexpected issue arose, and my sister started complaining as soon as she saw me. Lisa, it's terrible. My husband got arrested for embezzlement. What? Your husband did that? Wow, that's a huge disappointment. Why are you so calm? This is a big deal for me. I don't know. It doesn't concern me. Actually, there's something I wanted to discuss with you today. Ignoring my remark, my sister turned to her father, tears brimming in her eyes. Dad, please help me. I can't survive without my husband. Well, what do you expect me to do? You have money, don't you? Lend me some. No, I really don't have any. That's impossible. In a frenzy, my sister began searching through her father's room. Eventually, she found his bank book and eagerly flipped it open. Her face fell when she saw the balance. What? What's this? Why is there only $1.75 left in the account? In response to my sister's hysterical outburst, I calmly explained, it's because of gambling, just like you. You're joking, right? By the way, Dad's in debt too. What? Hold on. He's living in a luxury condo, right? There's no way he's broke. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. When we opened it, several unfamiliar men in suits stood outside. We have a warrant to seize property. We'll be carrying out the operation now. With that, the men started gathering my sister's belongings one by one. Wait, that's my designer bag from a casino win. And that's my beauty device. Why are you taking these? My husband's embezzlement just happened. Please stop. To my bewildered sister, I laid out the facts. This isn't about your husband's seizure. It's because Dad neglected to respond to all the debt collection attempts. It seems he's been ignoring court notices without informing me or Mom. Oh, what? What does that mean then? How? What about this house? That's why I said it's a rented house. It wasn't purchased and it's not under Dad or Mom's name. No, you're lying. Rent? Why did you tell me sooner? I tried to tell you multiple times, as did Mom. It's you who chose to ignore everything and didn't want to know. How can you afford to rent a luxury condo like this? It doesn't make sense. I'm trading stocks from home. Stocks? Like Dad used to? I tried following his lead and it turns out I'm pretty good at it. The big stock market success wasn't Dad's, it was mine. What? So what about this house? What's going to happen to me? I'm not interested in paying the rent anymore, so eventually, everyone will probably be evicted. I'll find another place, but it'll be tougher for you, being unemployed with a child. Best of luck. I don't see you as family anymore, and I'm not planning to help. With those words, my sister collapsed, crying uncontrollably. Seeing her selfishness on full display, I finally lost my patience. Why are you crying now? After causing so much trouble, you suddenly cry and beg for help when things go wrong? You're incredibly selfish. Mom is coming to live with me. I won't let you drag her down anymore. Stay there with Dad and deal with your own mess until your husband returns. Don't abandon me, please, you're my sister. You need to face the consequences of your actions, sister. As for my sister and father after that, the outcome was inevitable. Eventually, my brother-in-law couldn't repay the embezzled money and ended up in jail. What's worse, it turned out my sister had been unknowingly using the embezzled funds. It became clear she was spending beyond her husband's salary, leading to the conclusion that she was also culpable for ignoring the situation. Meanwhile, my father, without the support of me and my mother who had been helping with his debt, seemed to finally grasp the depth of our assistance. He now works a day job and takes on night shifts as a traffic controller, pushing his aging body to work double shifts. As for me, I've settled into a new home with my mom, and we're enjoying a peaceful life. I've always preferred renting, so if we ever lose this place, finding another won't be a big issue. Initially, Mom was concerned about Dad and my sister, but now she's gradually returning to her old self. Hey, Lisa, I heard there's a new cafe near the station. Mom, you really enjoy cafes, don't you? They say they have amazing waffles there. Let's go together. Sure, after work then. Great, I'll tidy up and wait. Finally achieving this simple, ordinary routine, I plan to cherish this happiness and approach each day with gratitude. /